tired. You're feeling tired. You're not allowed to feel tired. This is your job. Don't you know you work for Star Trek Fleet Command? You better pep up. Better go get you a drink or something. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are having a wonderful Sunday. And before you ask, no, my treasury is actually not full because I haven't gone and killed 700 hostiles and I haven't finished on my dailies. So, blah, 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 blah. Sucks to fill up your treasury. It actually doesn't. You actually do want to fill up your treasury. Yeah. Big complaint. I've heard quite a few people tell me that they are sick of the treasury notification. But hey, I'm sure Eco will come tell us that we've noticed increased treasury activity since we've added the banner. Free treasury for me this month. It should be able to get next month too. I mean, again, because I've been inundated with this. Is the treasury valuable? I mean, it is if this is a pack that you needed. Remember, the treasury is always based on a pack. It's about 150% of said pack. So whether it's valuable or not is based almost entirely on whether you actually like the contents of it and whether you think it's worth your $100. Now, we have had quite a few people complaining because they're not getting the right treasury showing. Like, they're getting offered a $100 treasury for $20 worth of rewards, and they did make a treasury change this month, and of course they screwed it up. Because of course they did. Of course they did. How would I know it was ready if Scopely didn't tell me after every hostile? Exactly, Sam. Exactly. If Scopely didn't tell you, who would? All right? Who would tell you? Obviously, Scopely is just doing the right thing. Scopely is a gaming company for the people, by the people. Right? Exactly. You like the items, don't like the price? Well, not many people like the price, but we've come to accept the price for what it is. That's just the price. But yeah, I don't know if I mean, it's just one of those that like you either have already been like, hey, this is what I pay, or you're one of those that like, I'll never spend that amount of money. And whatever side of the fence that you're on, good spot to be. Oh, my treasury yesterday, it's still telling me it's ready. Charles, hey, you know. Charles, secret. Your treasury's ready, Charles. Collect it. Buy it. And actually, if you could buy two, maybe it'd actually be pretty good. Buy the treasury. Buy the treasury. Buy it. Hey, Charles. Treasury's ready. Yeah. I've gotten lots of complaints about the new notification system for the treasury. And before you ask, of course, every content creator, every moderator, etc., has let them know. But yes, is going. There used to be speed up, scope like quadrum. They didn't remove them to real. Again, it's what pack is it based on? So like some packs are based on ship packs. So you'll see like interceptor parts and stuff in there. Some are not. It's nothing to do with removing things. The treasury is just based on another pack in the store, but there's a crap ton of $100 packs in the store and they rotate through them. So this month, it just may not be the pack that you're looking for. This may not be the pack that you're looking for. So, and the reason I clarify that is I think it's always important that when we gripe about the right thing, because that's how we get change. If we gripe at the wrong thing, well, then they just stop listening. So, Steven says it's a good pack for them at OS 42 because you're needing the gas at lithium next for your Valdor. So there you go. For me, I'm not going after this much treasury. There's nothing in it that makes it worth $100, even though I still have plenty of officers that need upgrade. But I've already got Jayla. I've already got Picard. I've already got Mariner, and I'm 8 shards away from, Cisco. I've got 8 shards till Mariner's tier 2, but I'll get that from doing my dailies. So I'm not going after my treasure. I don't really care. It is annoying to still get the pop-ups and everything, but I'm ignoring my treasury. That's just something I'm doing. Does the Defiant do anything against Jemadar hostiles? No. The Defiant does not have like a loot bonus or anything against Jemadar hostiles. Now that is something we're working on. That is feedback that I've given the dev team, and they said that they were receptive of that. They think it was a good idea. We'll see when and if those changes come. Don't expect that to happen in November, but they did say, hey, what you're saying makes sense. It's something we'll look into. Jailer shard sourcing is non-existent. It's not non-existent, it just sucks. It's different. Non-existent, Hugo, implies that it's not there. But you can run swarmadas, complete it that way. Obviously, it's going to cost you half of a normal rare directive a rare Armada run by launching a Swarmada with your Franklin A. You've also got, the wonderful sourcing. Absolutely beautiful. We talked about this on the stream the other night. G4 rare. Oh, hell, I forgot. That's not even Jayla. That's 5 of 11. So ignore that. You still got the Swarmadas. Forgot it's 5 of 11 and not Jayla in there. Still got Swarmadas. I'm not saying it's good, but it is there. And from an alliance that runs Swarmadas just about every day, it is important to note. The reason it's important to note is as the leader of a Swarmada, you've got about a 10 or 15% chance of those shards dropping. And a lot of players will do that to finish their daily, because as you can see right here, if you complete one Swarmada, it will probably finish out all your daily, saving you about 30 minutes, but you'd have to spend rare directives to make that happen. Again, up to you. Not telling you to do that at all. Just simply, it is an option and something to think about if you want to. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that the sourcing is great even through that method. It is not, but that's the method. And Scopely is just really stingy with Jayla shards for whatever reason. The silly thing is, especially now with with the Strange New World Crew coming out, even though I use Strange New World Crew for hostile grinding with Jayla, you can use a Strange New World Crew without Jayla and still be very efficient, very effective. You don't even need Jayla anymore, but it is what it is. You need to get rare directives first. Now, Dennis, I source rare directives pretty often. I get them every week for my cosmic cleanup. I also get them from doing my Armada boxes, and I hoard them until I use them. But you are right. It would start using some of your rare directives, and that's something that you have to balance of whether it's worth it for you. So, I mean, I've done things like push for Swarm Sunday to get updated and to include Jayla, and I've pushed for her to be available in events and leaderboards, and, you just get to a point where, like, what more can Rev do at that point? It's just, we're trying. Treasury notifications? What's a treasury notification? I've not seen these treasury notifications you speak of. I'm being facetious. Yes, we hate them. I think it was the first thing that we said. I will tell you that I am in 6th place right now, and I'm very annoyed. Like, I desperately want to finish top 5, and whoever the server 34, please stop spending for the love of the baby Jesus. Stop. I need top 5 so I can get to Dukat, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'll probably end up in the top 10. And my leaderboard bracket is not even as crazy as some of y'all's out there is, but I'm just a little mini vent right there for Rev. Lucky if I get 10 rare directives in a day. Well, if you got 10 a day, that's actually not too bad, not counting your cosmic cleanup, because that means that you're getting 300 a month. So you're getting, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's better than what some people get. But again, what's your RNGs like that? Zoomer, I don't want number 1. I just want to finish in the top 5. Like, I'm really trying to not speed up and do more, but I'm going to have to do more buildings. I've been trying to get away with it being mostly research, but we're going to have to jump to level 45 already. We're going to jump to level 45. So Christopher, a lot of the new servers do have 3 in the elite LBs. Keep in mind that a lot of that is server population. So I don't like SLBs to begin with, but the populations should be about balance in terms of how many people are competing in your SSLB. It's like server 87, 88, and 90 or 89 going after each other. There's not many people on those servers compared to like server 14, 17, and 9. That's probably just a population thing, Chris. Y'all just have low populations, which is probably why they're getting 3 in 1 instead of 2 in 1. Server 20 still has a very high population, and server 34 also has a high population. So that's why they only have 2. Again, I don't agree with XSLBs to begin with. I do not. I think you're very obviously bleeding, trying to pull blood from a stone, and it's very, very obvious what you're doing. And this is one of the reasons everybody's fatigued. I'm just telling you the logic behind it. I don't like it. Hey, Phil, how you doing? You're 4 in the XSLB. If I can stay put, I'll unlock the rest of the Interstellar Strike Team. Nice. I mean, I just need gold Dukat. I need gold Dukat. 41 had a high population that's dropping fast. Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'll be honest. I'm so sick of hearing negative. I don't talk about negative anymore. I don't bring up who's leaving and not leaving because I've got kids to feed. So I'm trying to be positive. Looking for thirds. So Sean, you need basically a full unlock. I'm halfway to Dukat. So over 35, 39, took your D4 to tier 8. Now first in the Dukat SLB, what do I need to do first since I'm 39? Baby Yaga, you need to get the ISS Jelly if you haven't already. Where is your Discovery at? You definitely want to max that out so you get ready for 40 plus. Where's your Fisha at? Where's your Franklin A at? Where's your efficiency research at, all those are things that you want to focus on. All those are things you want to focus on. So make sure you're focusing very heavily on those. 15 Defiant blueprints so far. Didn't buy any. Nice, Charles. So you're slowly grinding away for a free-to-play Defiant. Great. What level are you at the moment, Charles? At. Like an AT from Star Wars. I got a Lucky Woon. You want to trade your Dukat shards for them? Gladly. 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 All those ships are maxed, no jelly. Well, jelly's going to be your big one, and efficiency researches then you can start working on just building 26s since you've got extra 3-star with those ships maxed, and scrapping. Always be scrapping. Always be scrapping. Who do I report if there's a base from another server on my server? Basic answer is customer support, and don't expect a great detailed we're fixing it response. But that's the answer. I mean, if you want, you can send it to me and I can try to pass it up to somebody. But just built your pylon and using the upgrade to SMS and XSLB. That's pretty dope. I mean, for me to do this, I'm going to have to blow through. Yeah, I know. Well, there's Rev going to Ops 45. Not registering that I went to Ops 45. There it is. But I'm going to have to blow on buildings to start making my way downtown. Walking fast. The shipyard and refinery. Academy. Here we go. Bloop. And that'll put me back in 5th place. I didn't want to do that, but I kind of have to. Granted, I'm going to 46 in December anyway. But yeah, there we go. Rev going up another level. Everything this month is spin with all the heroics. See, I don't really feel like this month is spin, to be honest with you. I mean, the heroic SMS is a similar value to the leaderboards, which I don't push every month anyway. And the event's been very generous reward-wise, but I think we just have an overall fatigue of leaderboards in those style. I think we just have an overall fatigue. We're just sick of things feeling like it's a constant struggle. But that's the tricky part, because that struggle is intentional. They want you to spend. So this is why I've been pushing the paradigm of enjoy your level. Like, literally understand and embrace being the best at your level and stop worrying about leveling up. That's the focus for me. And thanks, B. I appreciate it. Fatigue from bugs. I'll be honest, the bugs don't bug me. They don't. I mean, they're annoying, but they're not making me want to quit the game. I just don't do that stuff. Acting hostiles bug. Guess who's not doing Mantis stuff? This guy. Literally ignoring Mantis right now. Simple as that. I go focus on what's fun. And I tell them to fix things. I'm not saying I ignore it and just don't care. I just, hey, push up the bugs and keep working on it. Keep working on it. And there's already too much to do in this game. So if I cut something out for 30 minutes, then I'm fine. That's just what I'm doing to combat it, because I'm not going to sit here and play their buggy section of the game. I'm just going to play the other section. At some point, you'll run out of things to research. Not me. I've got tons. I've gone through about 50 researches today and still have plenty. So the higher you level up, the more of these researches that start becoming available. And even if you hit that wall, man, it's are you at the optimal place for you at your level? Just focus on the fun. It's like, you know, Dave says, the Defiant and its content is fun to me anyway. So I'm enjoying the Defiant content, you know, and 3 Kelvin BPs. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for 3 Kelvin BPs. Not that I'm going to get that ship anytime, but that's a nice little run. But the point I'm making is just, you got to find a way to keep the game fun. And one thing, like, I'll have and it's coming up pretty soon here, y'all. But in December, I'm going to have a video where I recap 2022. And is the game more fun in 2022 than 2021? I don't think it is. Now, that doesn't mean the game's not fun, but I don't think it's more fun. And they've got to make a serious shift in the game to make that fun again, because if they don't, they're just going to lose players and not grow. But the Mantis, even though I love the Mantis Refinery, the Defiant and the Bajorans are now my focus. And that is something I do every day. And thankfully, it's not buggy. As shocking as that is to hear, it is not buggy. Like, you can do it easily, and it's not buggy. It's wild. It's crazy. Maybe people player centric? Yep, they do. When did I drop to Ops 45? About 3 minutes ago. Because people on server 34 won't stop spending money. So Rev has got to level up and upgrade buildings so I can try to keep up. Too much new content versus fixing bugs. Here's the tricky part if you're Scopely, Pa. Bug fixing don't make you money. Only new content makes you money. You have to make new content every month or you go broke. Well, the game goes under. The other games will stay up, but this individual game will go under. But you still got to fix all the crap or people leave. So you got to find a balance. They do not have a balance right now. They do not have a balance. What's the cloak cost? So Charles, it was in the pay store for $100, I think, for the Defiant cloak. $100. Which the Bajoran favorites have I purchased so far? Here, I'll show you. I have no problem showing you where I'm at with my Bajoran. So I am at Militia. I am grinding towards favored right now, about halfway to favored. But in terms of what I've gotten so far, I've got, here's my favorites list. Obviously, I've got the Defiant ones at tier 3, but I've got Prophet's Prize, Prophet's Reward, Outlaw's Advantage, and Prophet's Gift. Those are the only ones I've gotten so far. Those are what I have at the moment. So anything you need to Elite Bajoran loot for, just the chest. Just that chest. That chest is what you go for the edicts. You're talking about the edicts. That's what you're going to spend them on. Yeah, I mean, feel free to use that chest. It's a really good one. And Traxton, the Bajoran faction starts opening at level 35. I will point out, Bajoran faction is mostly designed for level 40 plus. You're getting kind of like, I guess you could call it like a taste at level 35. And it is still good, don't get me wrong. But it is, and yes, I am going out with an Armada crew, don't judge me. But it is based around a completely different level range. So you're going to be a little limited in what you get, but it is still really good starting at level 35. And you can start working on unblocking your Defiant and everything like that. Also, the Valdor cloak. Are you asking monetarily or in-game? In-game is 45 particles. What do you ever call them? Tetrions. 45 Tetrions in-game. The Defiant is 55, FYI, because it's an epic. Uncommons are 45, rares are 50, epics are 55. But it's 45, or if you're asking how much it costs, I think it was also $100 for the cloak, US. But you can get it for free through your faction store if you want to spend the credits. Still bugging them for all you mid and higher level players, still bugging them about rares and epics getting put into the faction store, just FYI. Did you tier up the Katinga? So I took the Katinga up to tier 3. So I did take it up 1 tier, but I focused mostly on buildings because the Katinga is an ore hog. But I did take up the Katinga 1 tier. You know of any upcoming content that we may want to keep stocking up on the Diplo tokens at the Bajoran store for? Nope. I have no knowledge of that type of content coming up. I cannot reasonably tell you to save. Cannot. How'd you feel about a month with no new content? I've already made a video about that, and I think that's what they should do. But I'll tell you right now, that will not happen. Again, the reason being, they make money from new content. So even if they took an older content and rehashed it, you will not have a month with no new content. They can't. They literally can't do it. Like the overlords above, like we gripe at game design and devs and everything. The overlords, the people who run the show, will not allow that. It's not a possibility. So we, when it comes to feedback, have to find a way to work around that. Because that's just not an option. They're not going to not make new content. What does the Valdor event look like and pay out? Also, how do you score points? What Valdor event are you talking about, Derek? I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no Valdor event. You wouldn't mind a year without new content? Nadal, easy answer. You would not have a game. If they did not do that, the game would close down. Game will close down. We said clean up the inventory. Traxton, they are supposedly working on something for that. I know they're looking at it. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with that, but it is something that has gotten brought up multiple times here in the past 6 months. And in the past 6 months, they have said that they are looking into ways to alleviate that as a pain point. That's a good thing. I have no idea when that's actually going to happen, but I have been told it will. Also, we'll give a shout out to Pa. Thank you for donating to my family. I really appreciate it. I know I'm talking really fast and I'm hitting a lot of messages because I'm really big on answering y'all's messages. I want to say a big thank you to people like Pa here who donate to the channel, and you're donating to my family because it's what I do. You know, I put up with Scopely and deal with Scopely for y'all, so y'all don't have to bug them as much because let's just be honest, they don't listen great to us anyway, let alone, you know, customer support tickets. So Pa, thank you so much. I'm adding it to the board right now, and I really, really do appreciate it. And again, I'm not trying to ignore everybody's comments, just trying to say thank you there. Okay, is there any value going to 41 or just wait to have enough to go 42? Paulo, I really, encourage you to jump all the way to 42 personally, but again, up to you and your comfortability level. I have a video of why I push people to go to 42 instead of camping at 41. Definitely go 42 in my opinion. I'll list why. It's kind of like a soft camping thing, but yeah, I do strongly recommend that. 42 over 41, that is. And Swarm Sunday, I haven't even done. Swarm Sunday's really losing its allure for me more and more. How about they start looking at the inventory and do something to fix it? Dennis, I can make, great little quips too, but I feel your frustration. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm passing along what I can, and things get prioritized. I didn't even get a meeting with them last week. Usually I get a meeting every week. Didn't get a meeting this past week, and I'm waiting on that this week, hopefully to catch up. But yeah, it's tough. Camped at 31 for forever, trying to push to 35. 35 is a great place to sit. There's a lot of good stuff you'll unlock there. So. Best way to get 3-star mats when you're at level 40. Don't go to level 40 plus. The events still pay out stuff, so. The events still pay out, so. Swarm Sunday TP is fixed. Yeah, it was never broken, to be honest with you. Swarm Sunday was never broken, but it just doesn't pay out enough. Oh, collective bargaining? Okay. Where are they at? I desperately need this. Ship C, you're out right now. Okay. Y'all, we've got to do that. We've got to do that. Ship C, you come on home right now, sir. You come on home right now. Everybody come home. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Everybody come home. I don't care what you're doing. The Armada's coming soon again? Yeah, I get you. You want to do that data mission? Yeah. Do you not see me recalling ships? Got to do it. When do they stop paying out G3? So G3 continues to get paid out all the way through like level 49, but the amounts don't really increase. You're just getting a little bit of G3, and then the economy starts focusing on G4, but you do still get G3 throughout the 40s. You're just not getting a lot. Like, it's not increasing. It will eventually go down a little bit, but it's just one of those things that before you go up into the 40s, just be cognizant of the economy and really try to get as much of your 3-star stuff and your efficiency stuff done before then, and that'll save you a lot. It'll save you a lot. Jelly Brawl is a great event. You get twice a month. The Jelly Brawl is one of the things I would call a win for us as players. I have been working with them on Jelly Brawl and Parabellum for a while, because if you remember the beginning of the year, we had a pretty consistent 2-to-1 ratio, and then for about 4 or 5 months that was gone, and we would get one here and there. So I'm very appreciative of the dev team to listen to that, because we're now back on the 2-to-1 ratio. We're getting two ISS Jelly Brawls and 1 Parabellum a month consistently right now, so I do appreciate that. So real quick, I'm going to be 3 minutes back. I drank too much Diet Coke, so I'm going to go potty, wash my hands real quick, but enjoy chair for just a second, and I'm probably going to get stream sniped, but I'll be right back. All right, there's no towel. So now we had to dry our hands off with our shirt. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. Get back to our grind and answering questions and repairing our enterprise. It got really hurt out there. What's the best meta and win the SLB for the jelly? Coordinating with people who are also running it and seeing who's running it, who's focusing on it. Honest answer. Server 84, shout out to it. Shout out to Server 84. How's Server 84 doing today? And thank you, Falcon. I appreciate that. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Repair. All right, so real quick. Oh, hell, you only had 2 officers on there to begin with. So we got to go start that mission. That's the first collective bargaining I've gotten in a while. So I'm really gonna, like, I'm running low and I need it because I need the faction credits. I need the faction credits. So health, that, I don't, 58. I really want to, I might upgrade some Fluffy. All right, we're gonna throw some traits into Fluffy. I've still got some. There, let's take it to 6 out of 9, which is about where I would normally stop on most cards anyway. Take him off, put him back on. Cool. We got to back out completely. Make sure that looks right. Slow down showing up. I don't know, and I wish they would share this type of stuff with me, and they never have. And hell, I don't care what content creator gets it. If you get that information, please share it with me. But I do not know the proc percentages for these various. Well, there we go, 67%. I do not know the proc percentages for these various missions and stuff, and it makes it very difficult to like make recommendations and help people with it. But yeah, I wish I knew. I don't know who on your server has a black Amex. Nice. I do not. I don't think I qualify for those things. What is the minimum? I know we're talking about Star Trek Fleet Command, but just out of curiosity, what's the minimum to require to even get one of those cards? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? I have no clue. What's the minimum to even like get a shot at that? 25,000 spending a month, 250 a year. Holy crap. Wow. Well, if you've got one of those out there and you're listening to this channel, I'd like to be your friend, and whatever I can do, let me know. You have to ask, you can't. There you go. Exactly. Like, I speak knowing I'm ignorant. Your treasury's ready to upgrade? You mean your treasury's ready to collect? But yes, at the same time, like, all jokes aside, 100% you're right. Thank you, Falcon, for getting the trolls and the bots. You also need to already have Amex Platinum. Wow. It seems to be really important that everyone knows that my treasury's full. I think it is. Is anybody in the chat not have a full treasury? Is there anybody here who does not have a full treasury? Anybody without a full treasury? Looney, congrats on going to level 40. Oh, I've also got to finish away teams. I desperately need this. I desperately need this. Y'all do not let me forget before the end of the stream, we've got to do that. Did I even turn on my dailies? I did not. I've been blowing through so many things. I didn't turn on my dailies. Oh, Rev. About to get the Valdor. What tier do you have it? So mine's tier 5 and a half-ish. And as far as the ice and jelly question, yeah, tier 5 is plenty, if not too much. You find value in this much treasury? For me personally, no. But as I tell everybody, the treasury by design is 150% of a $100 pack. So it depends on what pack they're basing it off of. This month, for me personally, I rather have months that are based around ship packs because then I get the ship parts and things like that. Do I think this one is valuable? I do. If you see the $100 value one or $100 pack, I think it is valuable. But it comes down to where you are. What do you need? And do you need those items right now? So also I'm gonna turn to my chest now and get me my goodies. All these goodies, collect. There we go. Carol shards, more Devore, because that's what I need level 45 is more Devore. But I do need the battleship parts and everything. Ship parts are nice. That's a nice little bit of ship parts. So won't gripe at that. Start burning those away team speed ups? Yes, I am about to. 0 ship parts equal no value. Exactly, Booper. And it's relative. For me, I really want to have those ship parts in my packs, but just because it doesn't have ship parts doesn't mean it's not valuable. It just means it's not as valuable to you based on what you're trying to, grind or have. So speed up. Come on, give me a critical, please. Critical, please. Mother. I can still use those, but son of a gun. Son of a gun. Why does this game hate me? This game hates me. How do you get rid of annoying treasury message? You really don't. Okay, that one's the one that critical. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. %69% chance of criticaling. Nope. This one over here that had like a 20% chance. Critical, yay! But this is why aneurysms happen. You got it for the Jayla shards? And see, Falcon, that makes sense. I mean, it has 60 epic shards in it, which, as far as scope is concerned, it's really hard to argue against that level of value. What system drops broken 4-star battleship parts? Like Groombridge drops Explorer. Survey Thomas, any deep space system, any deep space hostile. So Groombridge is really rare because it's one of the few like 40 systems in low space. You get in deep space, that's all over the place. And then your dailies will start paying them out too. Need 5 shards to promote Jayla, sadly broke. Samus, just not telling that you have to do this. Do remember that if you're that close, you can run the armadas, swarmadas. If you launch them, you've got like a 10% chance. Now, I'm only saying that because you're close. Only because you're close. Don't forget that like button. Agree with Dave. Game hates me more. Only got 6 Wayun shards. I got 7, so I mean, we're pretty equally hated. I don't like to compare hate. I'd like to say that we're pretty close together in the hate club there. But yeah, that sucks. It sucks hard time. 28 shards from the Valdor. Any tips with it? I mean, what exactly are you looking for? Here, it's the same as any other ship. Got a full of Wayun yesterday. Hey, Adele Dia. I hate you. And congratulations. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Because I teared up, I've got double events everywhere. I forgot about that. I got double events. I need to take advantage of double events because I leveled up right now. Smokes. We got to go sting some people. I got double sting and I've got double swarms. I forgot about that. We got double stings. Go find some people's stings. Oh yeah, remember that. It's a little trick. If you level up ops, you're going to get double the events. So just a little fun reminder. I'm sending you to a mining system. We're just going to sting miners. You're going to get recalled because I'm mining just for bonus refinery coming. I'm going to put the swarm crew back out there. We're going to go do our swarms. I mean, I can easily do that here during the stream. So we've got it. So I'm going to double up on my swarm payments. That's good. We like efficiency. We don't like stupid away missions that don't give us criticals, but we do like efficiency. We do like efficiency. Geological evaluation. Let's go ahead and start this up. Health. Yeah. Ship parts and ice refiners will reset. You're right. They will. They will have. Come on, give me a critical. That's all I care about. Regular success. Great. I need the service rewards. That's why I went for that, by the way. For those who are curious, I need the service awards for more missions, more research. For research. Sting alliance members sitting on 0 nodes in territory. I want to sting people that aren't my alliance. Just to see if they say hello. Just to see if they say hello. Got your double mana done just a bit ago. Nice, Looney. Smart. We like people with the big brains. Big brains. We love it. All right, so I need to do swarms, stinging. What other am I going to double up on? What else am I going to double up on? Swarms and stinging. I don't really care about the cloak. I guess I could do the cloak just to get the double cloak real quick. Here, let's do cloak just to get a double cloak. The moment when you notice how long your last ops upgrade took place and you forget every single perk of it. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the bonuses, man. I'm up here in my territory refinery. Already did this morning. I'm going to do it again, which is nice. Ooh, got big on me. 1.1 million. Oof. Got to get the stuff for that. My Borg. Turn my Borg in. That way I can get independent credits and Romulan faction credits because I'm going after the Pylum. Got to get ready to get the Pylum. So get those in. Amalgam doesn't reset. Support. This. You upgrade the refinery, you get a reset? Yep, you do. You do. That. Come on, give me Mariner. Dang it, I'll take Tendy. I really want to get Mariner up. All right, so we doubled up here. Let's go over here, start stinging people. We're gonna get 4 stings in, y'all. Help me. Don't let me forget how to do math. You get 4 stings in. There's one. There's 1 sting. Oh, I got double on that one. I guess I'll keep doing it because I've already started the process. There's an event for the Valdor? Nope. There's no event for the Valdor, Kelvin, or the Katinga. Only the ISS Jelly. Everyone buy something for Rev's kids. I have not put that wish list out there. I am working on a Christmas wish list for the kids. It'll have my whole family, just stuff for the family. If y'all do want to do that, had several people ask about it. And what we're going to do is for those who like to contribute, we'll actually record some of that, take pictures so everybody can see. And I've put a little bit on the wish list. I don't expect y'all to check it out now, but if y'all want, I can show y'all what's on the wish list at the moment for the Christmas stuff. If not, no big deal. So, Parabellum gets bonus points for using G4. Yeah, but I don't think that's what they meant. I don't think that they were asking about that. I don't think they were asking. Hey, Barkman, how you doing? What's your ops upgrade? Did you use away team credits for Pylon BPs the second time today? Ooh, good question. Good question. I don't know. I don't actually, you know what? I can't tell you because I didn't pull my Pylon earlier today. So if it did reset, I don't know. If it did reset, I don't know. Hey, Mama Jelly, how are you doing? Good to see you. You want to buy stuff for the kids? I mean, okay, Pop. It doesn't have much on it, but because you ask, again, I'm not the content creators over here just trying to like get people to send me money. You know, it's if y'all want to support me and my family, it's greatly appreciated. Whenever y'all decide to stop, well, I guess I'll have to change careers. So, and copy, and here, I'll paste the link. This is where it's at so far. It's where it's at so far. If you do buy something, let me know. That way, if something comes in, I can put it to the side for when we open present. ATA store does not reset. Thanks, Robotsky. I didn't remember if it did or not, so I appreciate you chiming in. I know Swarms did. We're gonna go over here and get our Strange New World team set up with Jayla, and then get our Franklin A out. We're gonna send them out. And I do my Franklin A 44s right here. 12-minute flight time. Fantastic. Only pulls that get modified by upgrading ops reset. Yeah. That's right. And by the way, hey, Denver, good to see you, man. Where can I grind for the Enterprise? You can't. Simple answer. Technically, if you get to warp 150 plus space, they'll drop. Short answer is you cannot grind for Enterprise blueprints besides the away team store and the faction store anywhere reasonable. So, simple answer. I know it's not the answer you want, but it's my job to tell you the truth. And there you go. Check this away teams. How much do I need? Oh, I finished it? Okay, good. I finished it. That means I can put officers back on ships. Because you were rocking a health loadout. So you get that. And who was up here? I think I was running... I think it was Gorkon. I think I was running Gorkon. Yeah, I was running Gorkon. By the time you can grind for the Enterprise, you'll need them. Exactly. That's the point I was making, Roboski. Like, it is technically possible, but... So the reason I say it that way, because I used to just tell people, you can't even do it. But then I had people correct me, like, well, actually, Rav, if you get really deep, you can't. I mean, okay, yes. Can technically do it. 1 billion years away in deep space. Short answer is you can't. My max warp rating is 110. Is there any way? Nope. I'm telling you, it's super deep. Like my Valdor would have to go out and do it. It's super deep. Super deep. We need a cloak one more time. Get this. Trying Enterprise VPs when we need them to scrap. Huh? 45. Son of a. Oh, 146. Never mind, we're fine. Have you integrated the Katinga into your solar models yet? Yeah. Just the Katinga by itself at tier 2, I could punch up one tier higher on the uncommons, simply replacing the auger with it, which obviously I have mixed feelings about. Hey Todd, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, my friend. Just trying to get his double up on these rewards before reset tonight. There's my third there. Click, click. I got 300 Tetrions. And I'm up to level 45 now because I've been really pushing in this leaderboard. Really pushing this leaderboard. Let's see where it's at now. I'm already back down to rank 6. Like, just people over here won't stop spending. Like, chill out for the love of God. But I mean, I've still got all my docks I can do. That's a lot of rares, but I'm gonna speed up this academy real quick. Well, Rev's gonna be 46 by December, no matter what. Apparently, oh yeah, 500 ultras. What a great reward that is. That's fantastic. R&D. Thankfully, I've got half the gas for it. There we go. That puts me back in rank 5. I don't need to get to 36 though, or 46, because I don't have the rep or the pylum ready. Uncommon ship parts, best way is refinery and events. Refinery events, and then don't forget, you should always be scrapping something. That's why I've got a D3 building right now. That D3 is only for scrapping. Like, I'm gonna get that D3, and as soon as I get it, I'm gonna max it and scrap it. That's all we're doing. All we're doing. When you recommend Amazon coins, warn people to message Amazon before buying to avoid a locked out account. Simon, I've only heard of it happening of one person. Everybody else who's said they've done it has been fine, but obviously there's issues with everything. Here's the D3 coming out. She's going to get maxed real quick. Real quick. You can do 3 solar models with a near max enterprise and a tier 5 auger. So what level are you going after, Dennis? Because that honestly sounds like you could go up a level. Yeah, warp 160. I mean, I thought it was 150. Maybe it is warp 160. I thought it was warp 150. That the hub that you can get to. So we got that done. There we go. I just started scrapping my Saladin today. I love my Saladin. It's a great ship. See, I'm probably not going to scrap my Saladin, but it is an option. All right, we should be done with that. So now we're going to recall, go collect. Now we can do officer pulls. Look at all the juicy officers we're going to pull. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. So let's go to our refinery. Scrapping your Saladin. I don't know if I can do it. I really don't know if I can do it. I haven't ground out my Manus in a while. But now that I've got this, I've got 8 chests to pull. 8 chests. That's okay. I was hoping for a full pull. But hey, as long as we can get these upgraded, this is one of the best. There, full pull. Look at that. It's Ortega. Not the one I'm necessarily excited about, because I don't usually do battleship grinding on explorers. But hey, maxing is maxing. There's a Hura. Now I do use a Hura. We do use a Hura. Just only use a Hura for the Vidar, but heck, there you go. So I did get a full pull. I really wanted it to be one of the others, but you can't really gripe about getting a full pull. Crashing for fighting with my son after going to bed when he's clearly tired. Relatable, man. My son who has autism loves to fight on those things. All right, here are 2 rare morale strike team worth getting if you don't have Wayun. I would say yes. Wayun's definitely, so with the strike team Explorer and the strike team Interceptor, the epics are the best. With the strike team Battleship, the rares arguably the best, even though the epic is also really good. So I do want to say that I disagree with you about the majority officer stats aren't useful from faction store. I didn't say they weren't useful. I didn't say they weren't useful. I just said it wasn't a favor that was at the very top of my unlocked favors list. That's not the same thing. It is useful. I didn't say it wasn't useful. Stat stacking is something I preach all the time. I said it wasn't on the top of my needs list. How far do you take your ships to scrap? Max. There's no other answer. There's literally no other answer. If I'm scrapping a D3, it's tier 9, level 45. There's no other answer. Horrible new experience, hit level 28, and now in daily SLBs, I'm competing with 49s. Oh yeah, the daily SLBs have been broken, Ryan, or not updated ever. Basically since the beginning. So, Delia, without clearing my cache and everything, I have no idea. For me, it just says retrieving. So I'm at 17.8 million now. And somebody's at 21 million. So you only need to take the Franklin and the Devore to level 41, tier 9. But in general, we just go ahead and say you need to max it out. Did they reduce the amount of diplomacy tokens in the battle pass? And can you buy diplomacy tokens in the faction store? Diplomacy tokens you get from, we get a couple ways. Like one you get from the uncommon Bajoran chest. And I don't think they reduced them, but I wasn't tracking it. I don't think they lowered it. This. All right, we need to swap the Manus back out. Enterprise back up there, looking pretty. In 3 minutes, we'll be able to start grinding our swarms. I really didn't care about doing that today until I realized I had doubled up. And then I'll take the speed ups and everything, so. First place in my low level is only 818K. Wow. Dude, that's dope. I'm in deep now, man. I can't go back. Can't go back. I've been blowing through lat today, but you know what? I've been saving lat for months and not using it, so I'm not even that pressed about it. All right, so after we did that, we need to shipyard, and there's more crystals, so bloop. That should push me up a little bit. Up to rank 3, and then we'll just spend tomorrow staring at the leaderboard to see if I need to do any more buildings, since I still have all my docks on the outside. Swarm daily requirements? What do you mean, Solo? Yeah, I can tell you what mine are. You know which servers are undefeated in incursions? Not off the top of my head, Jack. I think there's like 5 left. There are a couple people who are trying to keep track of that. I think there's 5 left, but I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. Top 5 in your XSLB are over 50 million? What level are you, MJM? If mine had started going that high, I would not even be trying. But thankfully, mine did not go that high. $45, 16, 120. I thought 16 had lost one. Like the acoustic background, not too distracting. Well, good, Bart, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. I try to have something semi-chill, no lyrics or anything. But we have a playlist here with YouTube that we use. Glad y'all enjoy it. There's some really good songs in there that I like. Some really good songs I like. 16-beat DJs. DJ's 15, so. And just FYI, I cannot tell you that this XLB pairing y'all are seeing means that this is who you're facing in incursions. I know a few people have asked that. I can't say that for sure. 16 is not lost yet? Noted. Server 20 is not won yet. We're one of the, we're going for a perfect record. We're not going to win. RXLB is versus server 15. Looks like that may be our opposition. I don't know if that's the case, Looney, because this XLB is in the middle of the month. And the incursion is not till after the arc, pretty sure. So, Dekix, I'm with you, buddy. How you doing, man? People were talking about how your ship strategy has changed now that Solo Armadas has come out, and with you being, you know, the highest free to play, even though you've won battle passes and stuff like that. Well, there's another level 49 that's free to play as well, but at least he says he is. I haven't checked his account. How is that changing for you? Server 89 going to be in it this time? I have no idea, Derek. I would doubt it because it's such a new server, but I honestly don't know. I do not have the list of incursions participants for the next run because that's still a couple weeks away. Are there any servers that haven't won yet? Server 20. There are multiple servers who have not won. Multiple. Struggle, to be honest. Struggle with the solo armadas. I mean, I remember when we were talking about you pushing up to 46 and everything, one of the issues for you was going to be your ship tiers were pretty low. Solo, let me look. 48s. Good eye. Good eye. 48s. Means I got to go over there. And I don't have the warp range. So I'm going to stick to 44s for now. I'll have to go upgrade the, and I'm not discovering home for it. So it means I can get 3 of the 4. XSLB excludes uncommon solo armadas, which is the most annoying thing, as someone who's yet to obtain a single rare solo armada. Noted. 40 plus. 40 plus. Unless you buy them. Have you seen what's coming for Thanksgiving event? If so, excited or Matt? I have no knowledge on Thanksgiving. They may have sent that in, but I have not gone and looked. I bought a Christmas tree for my kids this weekend, and then the decoration process started, and then football was this morning, and hey, I'll be honest. I'm a red-blooded American male. I love football. America. Heck yeah. My football team won today, which was a little bit of a surprise. So there you go. There you go. But tomorrow, I'm hoping to talk to them when everybody's back in the office and then play some catch-up. And then also, the USA takes on Wales in the World Cup qualifier tomorrow. I think it's the qualifier. Ops 38, I did wonder when I might start earning them. Yeah, no problem, Peter. 40 plus is when it starts showing up in the uncommon chest. But you can also buy them if you bought like the Elite Battle Pass. It'd be in there too. You watched the Qatar game? No, I heard they lost 2-0, but I didn't watch it. Usually when it comes to the World Cup, the only teams I watch are Germany, the US, sometimes like Spain and Brazil, just because of the history of them dominating the sport. But I don't watch every match. How many servers have never lost? Only a handful. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them. Sundays are a perfect time to put on NFL Red Zone. I don't like NFL Red Zone. Like, I just don't feel like I'm getting enough of the game. But that's just because I was trained to like study the game. So it's Red Zone is just a highlight show for me. Nothing wrong with it. It just isn't for me. All right, cool. You're stuck. That's great. There you go. You play fantasy football? No, because I don't have time. I used to be very into fantasy football, but not for a long time. I like flipping to Red Zone on commercials. Yeah, that makes sense. I also don't have DirecTV, so I don't pay for any channel like service. I don't pay for them. This 6,500 angry laborers died building the facilities. Yeah, Charles, I heard all that. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to be insensitive. That's not going to stop me from watching. Not at all. Not. Keeping it real. Not going to stop me from watching. Because if we did that, man, I would not own a Nike product, and I would not support the U.S. political system. I mean, just, how far down that road do we go? Sure, I don't agree with it. Sure, if there's any way I can try to help prevent it, cool. But I'm not going to like just not watch the World Cup because of it. Not. Jelly pools are more of an alliance function. They can be. Obviously, they got to activate that. Any cool demos or anything on 20 you might want to play with as demo night? What do you mean? I mean, I've got a Horizon that I've got the shield on that if you want to punch it and see how hard that Horizon with the automated defenses does. I don't watch World Cup because I'm not interested in seeing a bunch of grown men pretend to get hurt. Well, then you must not watch basketball either. The NBA is full of that. Which is a legitimate reason to not want to watch something, by the way. It is very annoying. Like, stop flopping, stop trying to get calls, play the game. Like, that's such poor sportsmanship to me. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Just logged on, guys. Is anyone else game screen banner saying Treasury is full? Yeah, Denny, you're the first one to mention it. Is the Valdor still worth it if you have a T9 jelly? Yep. I'm sorry you did a T9 jelly, but I would still say yes. Watch rugby? I've watched rugby. I've honestly never enjoyed it as much, to be honest. But I've watched it. Try to give everything a chance. Try to give everything a chance. Oh, I've completed these. Collect. And collect. And then we'll send you down here. Server 16 is XSLB with server 33. You're 39. Your bracket's top score is 3.2 million. Mine, I've got like 17 million. And I think I'm ranked 3 or 4 at the moment. Ranked 3 at 19 million. Ranked 3 at 19 million. Yeah, the banner is very annoying. Don't worry, we've heard your feedback, and it's very important to it. Please stay on the line. 34 just spinning in spite and lets you in. It feels like it, but you know what? The good thing for me is I was planning to go to 45 anyway this month. I was probably just going to let it slide, but I mean, this is part of my plan, so I'm okay with it. And I really want the officers because when I have Dukat, if I can get Wayun this month, I'll make a video for y'all saying, hey, here's why I think this is the strongest strike team. Here's the test that we've run. So Beck made an announcement. Did she just make an announcement? Because I have not looked in the official day. Let's see. Curling's fantastic. Curling's hilarious. All right, so Beck made... I haven't seen an announcement besides anything we're talking about. Now, Eco made one about the banner announcing your treasury is complete. It's appearing much more often than intended. We're working on a fix ASAP and let everyone updated. We're also aware for a select amount of manners aren't being shown the correct treasury rewards. We're investigating this as well. Yeah, which that was yesterday and nothing's happened since then. Which I appreciate. I'm not mad at Eco for communicating that, but by the time they actually figure that stuff out, it's gonna be too late. Like everybody's stuff's gonna be either gone or the things passed and crash. Again, Pa, by the way, thank you for the $20 you said earlier. I really appreciate it. Curling is a rare game that's entertaining, sober, or intoxicating. Fair. I love that the Cerritos just got it. Do the events every Wednesday. You'll have events for your Cerritos every Wednesday. So you just got it. This upcoming Wednesday, you'll have events that start paying out those parts and everything you need it. And you can use the refinery, which is what you're going to go after. There's a Cerritos refinery. It's under the support tab. And you'll start upgrading it through that. That reminds me. Can I upgrade anything in my Cerritos? Just while we're sitting here. This is a tier 5 Cerriti. Can, but not really. Look at that big, beautiful Tango. Oh, she's so pretty. She's just so dadgum pretty. I am tempted to take her to tier 4, not gonna lie. But really to go to tier 5 to get that off the spot. Like giant size billiards on ice, lots of precision. For sure, like I have a lot of respect for it. And yo, another thank you's gotta go out. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all. Not to like shame y'all, but YouTube usually isn't shooting the donations like this. I appreciate it. Keep the name because I don't want to say your real full legal name. I don't want to get you in trouble. But I'm gonna put it here on the board and say huge thank you to Eno, not Eco, but Eno. Thank you for supporting me in the channel and support my family, because this is how I provide, is to help y'all with the game, to be the intermediary between you and Scopely, to entertain you on Twitch playing other games. So big shout out to you. I really, really appreciate it. And yes, Mark, who dat? How about them Saints today? Chest on ice, throwing 40 pounds of granite. It's also fun. I can say that one sport I love that not many people I know watch is strongman. World's Strongest Man. I love strongman competition. They inspire me to want to go back and work out and everything, which I have started doing again. 1 to 10, rate your excitement for next month. Not close enough for me to be excited yet. I will say this month has been much better. I mean, this month honestly is around a B grade for me right now. So it's not amazing, but it's good. Yeah, Bartman, I follow Brian Shaw's channel, like his YouTube channel, very heavily. I follow Eddie Hall very heavily. I'm a big fan of the sport. Even when like Juji Mufu does videos with the World's Strongest Men people, I love watching. So, yeah, I mean, this month in terms of events is good. The event structure, no bugs, launched fine. You know, definitely better than last month's events. The features this month were good. Good features. So the Defiant, I hate that it's the Defiant, but as a ship, it's good. So just making up Nordic sounding names. Magnus, there actually is a very famous Magnus in World's Strongest Man. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know that, but it actually is very famous. He won it like 4 times. Yeah, exactly, Sherlock. Magnus von Magnuson. He is very well known as Strongest Man. And if you're into powerlifting and bodybuilding, then Ronnie Coleman, arguably the most famous bodybuilder ever, is actually from my hometown. So, strongman competition had arm wrestling. Some guy that was the arm wrestling world champion versus strong guy. Yeah, Brett, that is very. Arm wrestling is far more technique than a lot of people realize. It is not pure strength; it's technique. So, can't wait to push my rep level next for Bajorn Syndicate. Nice. Which battle pass has the best value? This is a very rare month where I will tell you the $100 battle pass is a very good value. Normally, I'm not big on the $100 battle pass. This month, I think it actually does have really good value. So Barkman, Arnold's the most well-known bodybuilder of all time, but Ronnie Coleman is sitting up there in terms of win totals. Now, there's a couple of guys up there, but so I think him and what is it? Ronnie Coleman and was it Lee Haney or whatever have the most? Because Ronnie Coleman had 8. He won 8 of them. Mr. Olympia is the big one for bodybuilding. Now Arnold won like 5, but then Arnold stopped. Like Arnold probably could have kept going. Like he could have kept doing it and probably could have won more. But yeah, the one with the most is Ronnie Coleman. But I accept arguments of saying that Arnold is more. Now, I would also say this. Keep in mind that Arnold won the 70s, and he would, I don't want to say this like in a negative way. Arnold Schwarzenegger would not win a Mr. Olympia today. He probably wouldn't even place. He would not be in the top 10. It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot. So, because he'd be old? Not because he'd be old. Just like if you took prime Arnold and put him in today, he probably wouldn't. And don't worry, Pa, they had roids then too. They were roiding up in the 70s and 80s. It's just a different way that they focus on body. Very different. But yeah, if you're going by who's won the most, like Phil Heath is, I think he's got the same number as Arnold. Lee Haney had a ton of them in the 80s. Jay Cutler was a big name for a while. Not the football player, but the actual Mr. Olympia guy. He won like 4, something like that. So yeah, it's some big names out there. Some big names. If you buy the $100 battle pass, you get the stuff every day. What do you mean, none of your business? What do you mean? Yeah, we're not talking about Flabiar now, Brett. No. I will say one of my favorite and the best strongman competitions every year is the Arnold Classic. Amazing strongman. Jay Cutler's not even winning. Jay Cutler is a very controversial name, but they need to do body rebuilding where you're required to get fat every off season. There's actually some really funny videos and interesting videos of trainers doing that. I've actually watched a few of them. So. Where do you want to play the Horizon games? Do it where I'm based. You probably need to level it up first, though. What I might do, Tony, is get with you off stream so I can record some of that, and then we'll do it for a video. We worked at the hotel that they host the Arnold Classic every year. They were okay guests. Nice. I mean, every strongman that I've ever seen is pretty daggone cool. Oh, so none of your business. If you buy the battle pass, you get all that at once, and then you get the bottom track of your battle pass if you complete the battle pass event every day. So if you buy the $100 battle pass, you get everything you see in the $100 battle pass, plus you'll get the bottom track of the battle pass right down here, which I'm going to go ahead and pull mine because I might need the uncommons for this grind I'm currently doing. So there we go. That's what I've gotten so far, just collecting. Definitely the faction credits. The Armada directives are nice. Solos are nice. Obviously, independent credits are nice. Speed ups are okay. Definitely need all this gas. Really need the gas. Cost is $20 BP is better value. This is a rare month, but I'll disagree with you. Normally, I say $20 BP is the better value. But if you're willing to spend $100, this month's $100 pass is very valuable because it comes with all the solos. The Horizon auto defense, all of the auto defenses, well, the Horizon one's $20, but they're in the Bajoran store, and I don't think the North Star and Horizon are in here. I think they are pay only for now, but I don't know if that's long term. Just answer the treasury this month. Does it look skippable? It's all about what you're needing in a treasury. I mean, the value is there in terms of like, is the dollar value there? But you might not be needing what is provided. Second place on Hammer, first in the officer recruit, currently first in Dukat. Wow, Mark, very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, I'm not saying go buy the Horizon or North Star. I'm really not. I definitely would not encourage you to buy the North Star one for sure. Solar Armadas revived the game. I love Solar Armadas, and I think if it wasn't for all the problems that have happened, the Solar Armadas I think would have been received so well. It's all these annoying things that kept happening that have made it hard to really focus on the good. But Solar Armadas was a great thing to add to the game. And as far as the armory, I really think it's hard to say anything negative about the armory. I think it's hard to say anything negative about the armory. I think the armory is a great addition. It's got the only negative to say, so we just got to pick something. Negative is that the rares and the epics are pay only for the abilities for now. So uncommons are the only ones that they're giving you for free. But in terms of, even if that stays the case, which I hope it doesn't, and I will fight that it doesn't, is a fantastic building just for overall improving your ship. I think the armory was a great addition that makes this month very good. I think Solar Armadas have been great. So yours is only 1.3. I would have to go and run the math, good guy, but you got to understand that there's 60 epic officer shards in there, and that's part of the money calculation. You have 60 officer shards in this month that are epic. That's part of the money calculation. So it's not just the uncommons. It's not just the uncommons. Like, it's the dollar amount, what it's worth. And it is 100% worth $150 to $100. Again, is it worth it to you? That's the thing. You can't just go by the uncommons and multiply it. It's also about what else is in that pack. So you got 3 epic officers giving 20 shards each. So dollar amount, there you go. But again, that doesn't mean buy it. It just means that it lines up with the dollar amount. And the treasury rotates on a pack system of what it's based off of. Some months, you're just not going to find it based off a pack that you enjoy as much. For me, the officers, while all nice, get me nowhere. Exactly. I mean, mine would get my Mariner to the next tier, but that's not enough for me to get excited about the Treasury. It's just not. But I also don't want to lie and say it's not equal value to any other month, because it is. It is equal value. It's just changed up. And does that have value for you? Like if you're watching this and you don't have Jayla, it might be worth it. Maybe. It's up to you. If you don't have Mariner or you don't have Cisco, it might be worth it. But does it have value to you? That's something that only you can determine by your account. Mine unlocks both Cisco and Mariner and gets you 2 shy of Jayla. So like for Todd, just use Todd as an example. If I was Todd and I'm a willing spender, like I'm willing to spend a $100 pack maybe once a month, the Treasury is probably worth it. If I'm Todd, it gives me 2 officers and I could probably maybe go run 2 or 3 swarmadas and get the last 2 Jayla I need. That's probably worth it, but that's up to Todd to decide. Hey, Queen Maeve, good to see you. Good to see you. You can, tomorrow night on Twitch, you can have all the chicken dances you'd like, ma'am. Now, if you're debating between getting Prime Officer Survival in the Treasury, get the Prime. The Prime is the best Prime in the game currently to me. But like if you're Todd and you're like, hey, I'll spend $100, I think that's a good value. But it's where you're at. You know, usually the Treasury's got like 1 epic and 2 rares in it, and obviously that's not as good as 3 epics. I picked up Jayla in an SLB when I had a tier 5 Franklin, and she was awesome. I mean, Jayla's still my primary crew with Strange New World. Strange New World Pike, Spock, Jayla. Blue Zone, I cannot in 4 years. Literally next week makes 4 years for me in Star Trek Fleet Command. Never has lucky pulls happened all the time. I don't know if you're being facetious or what, but never has that happened. There's only one refinery that I seem to get good lucky pulls from consistently, and that's the Manus refinery for the Strange New World officers. But I can tell you in 4 years, I've never been like, yo, full pulls happen all the time. Maybe you just had great RNG at some point. That's not something I can ever say was a feature of this game that I know of. When our server was new, I got a lot more. And I don't know if they adjust those rates. I don't think they do. But I got, in the past week, I've gotten 3 full pulls. If we're being honest, if you remember, I full pulled Pike. I full pulled Rare. I don't remember who it was. And then I just full pulled Strange New World Ortega today. But it had been months since I'd had a full pull from besides the Strange New World crew. Match in the Treasury are disappointed from me this month. That I think it's because Scopely overvalues Jayla, who's a really one-trick, low-use officer. You say that, Nick, but we've had several hundred people here tonight talking about how much Jayla pushes them to buy it. So, like, it's not valuable for you, but it doesn't mean it's not valuable. Playing for 3.5 years, I may have gotten 8 to 10 lucky full pulls. Yeah, I mean, it's I've gotten more than that in rares, but I've not gotten a lot of epic full pulls. Like that Pike one I got is one of the only epic full pull. That might be the second epic full pull I've ever gotten. I think my other one was Carol. I do not get epic full pulls. Rares, I've gotten a lot of rares. I've probably gotten 20 rare full pulls. But epics, yeah, that was very unlikely. Full pull Dukat last month. Joseph, I hate you. I hate you. Go Surfer 34. Paulo, you tell me somebody else is spending just to like be a jerk to Rev. I'm still in third. Still in third. I just need to be at least 5th. The full pull of Wesley, really a lucky pull. I have full pulled Wesley. I did. I full pulled Wesley. Got Honor Guard War full pull from the Amalgam. Oh, William, you can just take a walk. I don't want to speak to you the rest of the night. I don't want to speak to you the rest of the night. I only ever get 1 shard of Honor Guard Wharf. 1. Just sent about 750,000 transporter patterns. And, oh wow, you spent a lot. Now, you don't get a full pull from transporter patterns, but or disco. But to not get any between the premium and the ultra, that sucks. Only full pulls I've been getting are on the throne. Nice. Nice. Got access to Paramount and watched the first episode of Strange New Worlds. I'm surprised how much you like it. Well, I mean, I told you, Laromi, how good it was. Strange New Worlds is a really good show. I have full pulled Wesley twice in 1 week. Wow. Wow. Definitely not optimal. Definitely not optimal. Maxed out Stranger World Spock this week. Congrats. The highest Stranger World officer I think I have is Ortega and Uhura now. I have not upgraded them. But where are they at? Yeah, those both will go. Okay, so I've already got Spock at rank 3. Oh, Ortega is rank 3 now. That'll take her to rank 4. So I'll have a rank 4 Ortegas when I upgrade her. Stats. And then I've got a rank 2 Strange New World Pike. I'm almost to rank 2 Mariner. Almost to rank 2 Mariner. CeeLo, who I don't really care about, is ready to rank up. Baitor is ready to rank up. Tasha, I don't care about, is ready to rank up. Worf, don't care about him. He's ready. I'm 1 shard away from the tier 2 Troy. 1 stinking shard away. Go by level. These are the ones I've leveled up already. I still got plenty of rares I have not. And I've got Khan that I need to max out. Which is the only reason I should be doing Swarm Sunday, but the time crunch is a problem. I remember that Jayla Chess, there was a recruit event going on at the same time. I won the recruit event by 2,000 points. Then the server went down for emergency maintenance with 6 hours to go. What a fortuitous timing. Fortuitous timing. 6 rare full pulls. Nick, dude, if nothing else, one good thing about the away teams that came out, one good thing about away teams is that even rares that you normally would hate now is pretty dope because you can use them for stats. Wow, Jay Forbes, congratulations on full pulling Wei Yun. Congratulations. That guy sucks, but. I mean, it sucks for me because I'm comparing myself to you and I'm jealous, but I'm happy for you. Between the various recruit tokens, which would you pull regularly, fully deplete? I actually made a video about that already, Skippy. And basically, I don't really hold on to any of them because the events for recruits are so rare. I'd rather just get the officers. Like, I do keep a very small, like 15,000, 20,000 stash of ultras, and that's about it. I am at, let's see how many ultras I'm at. I'm at 34 now, so I'm actually going to do a pull. Give me a Troy. Give me Deanna Troy. There we go. There's my Deanna Troy I wanted. No full pull. No full pull, but I got my Deanna Troy. So Deanna Troy can now go to tier 2. Deanna Troy can go to tier 2. And then my standards, I've got 16,000, which is really nothing. I've been watching your stream and put the epic wheel of disappointment in the game. Yeah. Then these I've been trying to blow through just because, believe it or not, I haven't maxed Kirk out. So I really need to be doing these as much as possible because I need to max Kirk. Every time we get $50 Cash App donation, we'll give away a t-shirt. We will. And I appreciate you, Falcon, for dropping that link. Everyone can full pull Wei Yun, just spend $600. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate the math. Appreciate the math. You typically spend when there's a recruit event or just whenever? Honestly, just whenever. Just because they don't run the events often enough to really take advantage of them, and you just need officers, you need stats, your away teams to be better. I stopped sitting on them. I stopped sitting on them. We've got 3 epic full pulls over the years, all of them Mitchell. Oh, Daniel. I mean, hey, Mitchell's got stats on him, though. At least he's useful for away teams. I'm not sure if you've been upgrading him because he does take those Federation credits, but yeah, there you go. Don't have hope for me by next weekend? Giovanni, I do not. Still not done that? No, I'm not. I've not maxed out Kirk. I'm not. Slowly working on it now, though. How close am I on Beverly? Good question. I'm lazy, so I'm actually gonna do a poll to see how close I am on Beverly. Are you still pushing for 46 in December? Yep, I'm already 45 now. But I am not close. I'm only 10% to the pylum for my away team so far, and I'm 85 million away in reps. So, but this spin event has made me jump to 45 already. I'm 135 and 145. Dang, team, how did you remember that so well? I'm gonna go see if you're right. See if you're right. Mitchell's the only officer with a picnic skill. This is true. Open. Now I'm at 137 out of 145. 137. And again, no football. But let's see. See, if that event had run around with Beverly and Picard, like right now, I might have gone after it. But 138. I wonder why I misregistered. Yeah, I'm 7 away. 138. Take Beverly to tier 4. That's gonna be. I'm gonna immediately jump on that too. I use Beverly for hostile grinding. I use Beverly for armadas. She's a very, very important officer. Very, very important officer. Where's Prime Officer Survival? Like, are you asking where it's at in the research tree? It's in the same tree as Prime Officers, just very far down the end. Down on the end. Ooh. Oh. They're just calling out baddies. I ain't never been with a baddie. Here. Are you using Kirk for lead expedition? I am. And I will max him. Just getting the stuff. You think they're going to have an XLB to go with the Last Way unit event? I honestly don't know, Charles. I haven't been told that. I would hope so. Haven't been told. Got angles in the sky. Nice honor. Congrats. Enjoy the +10 warp range when you finish it, because it'll give you the particle to do the first one, and then you can do the second one already. So +10 warp range coming your way. Yeah, Art, I get a lot of the standards because my alliance buys packs. So then I ended up getting a ton of standards and ignoring them. And I've already got 975, and I clear them out every few days. Here we go. Basically, just turn into officer XP. Every now and then I'll get a Barrett to Pringer Stein for some transporter patterns, but it's pretty rare, I would say. Pretty rare. Now, I hear you say you don't save recruit until there's a minute? I mean, I really don't save them. I'm spending them so I can make away teams better. Oh, there's one. I really focus on getting away teams up. Hey, got one. You get 150 means you get 2. So every rare is 75 transporter patterns, FYI. Just curious. Y'all did not know the exact totals and were unsure of how many that you got in the boxes. Actually getting them pretty consistently here, which is really rare. Doesn't normally happen. Go. Now, Charles, would you want another leaderboard event? Because obviously they're going to do the Way U and SMS no matter what. Would you want another one of those? Let's start working on getting this con up. We need to get con maxed out. Blacks. I'm just using this spin event to catch up on research. I did the same thing today. I did the same thing, but I'm actually trying to like go after this leaderboard a little bit. So. Command badges are cheap. Agreed. So Todd, I actually have a video on that. If you check my video, Angels in the Skies, I actually have a video showing you the progression path needed to get that. Now you will need to be Ops 42. So. Ran out of researches that take a common rare. Dude, I'll give you some of mine. Come do some of my research. Yeah, no problem, Tom. That's what I'm here for. If you have max con, do you get transport patterns? You do. Because transport patterns will Swarm Sunday. Now I'm on 4 with Gavort. That's my good news. Nice. Congrats. I hate mining, but still congrats. Yeah, you do get transporter patterns for both Mara and Khan on Swarm Sunday. I know there was some confusion about that because of something somebody else said, but you do in fact get them. How much is an epic worth for transport patterns? 400 each shard. 400 each shard. Oh, damn you. Oh, Stellar Armada time for my alliance. Man, I wish it was for mine. Got 750 for Mara. I don't remember how many Mara shards you got, but if you get 10 total, then you should get 750. It's 75 for each grade. Think you get 10 total Mara between the heroic and the regular? Let's see how far along I am in the almost to that one and halfway to that one. Suddenly mega serve lag. I noticed a little bit of lag here too on mine. I noticed that as well. Oh, that Scopely gave them 1,000 transport powers for putting in a ticket for not getting them. Yeah, well, I just always feel like doing stuff like that's going to bite us in the butt later. So I hate it, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Your con is the max, Mara is noted. So yeah, my con also is not max. I haven't focused on him ever, and I don't ever pull him in the augment because I focus on the other rares just for transporter patterns. But I am working on him too, and again, I've really been trying to refocus on some things that I was really bad about skipping for a long time. That was no one thing, don't worry. Yeah, it is. But it is working, so take that for what it is. It's very easy to check. It would be better if Scopely took the time to like update the banner and actually show y'all that, but how would I find your video on how to do swarmadas? So Mike, yeah. I don't think I've done a video on swarmadas, but that is the basics how to do it. A swarmadas. Have I done one? Have I done one on swarmadas? Post Ops 40 is your Ops 40 checklist video still relevant? It is, Clay. It's missing a couple things. It's obviously missing the Defiant. It's missing the Fisha. It's missing the Franklin A. But most of it is pretty self-explanatory. Getting those ships to the highest tier for you, like Defiant. If you want to get to tier 3, that type of thing. If you're willing to wait that amount of time. But everything else is the exact same. Got your Stella to M62? Joseph, your M score is where mine is, and I'm like 10 levels higher than you. You're doing a great job. Joseph, I just want to let you know you're doing a great job. Might not have been a sidelong mention of they're not worth it. I mean, I know we've talked about crews. We might have just talked about it in a live stream because people will use like 5 Kang Jayla and stuff like that against those armadas, and that's completely okay. So, I don't know. I feel like we did, though, because we talked about the 10 to 50% chance of unlocking, but I honestly don't remember. We make so many videos. Just use 50 rare directives and finish your swarm daily. I mean, there's a lot of people who do it for that reason, Pop. In fact, I think you and I were talking about that off stream. Now that I got Prime Stella, my M score is going to jump. Nice. I just need to run more of the armadas. Still trying to figure out the value of Jayla. She's amazing for grinding out swarms every day, and she's really good for the swarm mod. That's literally her only use. She's a one-trick pony officer. That's all she's good for. Yeah, Ardo, you're way ahead of me, man. You're doing good. Keep it up. Doing good things. Swarmadas are half of a normal rare, so they're 100. They're half of a normal rare. It's something like 15 researches. I'm sorry, 15 max Stella scraps, not counting other things, that finish the tree. Something like that. And there's one finish, so I did get those from Tara. Again, easy to check. We did just empty out. Come down here. Go back to where Con is. I definitely do have more transporter patterns than what I did before. Treasury World Pike, Treasury World Spock, and Jayla are your go-to crew. Same. That's what I use. That's what I'm using right now to grind. Full pull Sulu and Ultras made me look at his officer ability. Could he be better than Khan and exchange armadas if using Kirk Spock? Talking about TOS Sulu? Whoa! TOS Sulu. So, on an Explorer. On an Explorer. Stella's a battleship. Stella's a battleship. Technically, the answer is yes if you're using like an Enterprise, but you want to use a Stella. You want to use a Stella. No problem, dude. There's no problem. You're trying to find efficient crews. We're here to search for that. That's not a bad thing. Don't feel bad for that. Don't feel bad for that at all. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to get better at the game. Pseudos aren't super valuable in the field, leveled up in max skills as pilots. Yeah, the pilot ability is useful for away teams. Yeah, for away teams. Yeah, and also means right, he's not cumulative, but he does max out at a pretty nice percentage. But in general, no, I wouldn't use it. But I did want to show it on screen so y'all could see it. There's a treasury banner going crazy in the game. No way, Hemi. You too? Yeah, we're all in agreement that sucks. Don't worry. We're all in agreement it sucks. You still say Spock 5 Kirk for Stella? So, Spock 5 Kirk is great just to work on the loot. Kirk Spock Con for any decent M-score Stella is the most guaranteed safe run. Five is just going to help you with that loot bonus, which obviously is very important. Like, I'm not taking it away from it. It is good. It is good. You load all your under. Well, that's good, Pa. You should. You should always stat stack if available. Now, again, this goes back to your M score because you don't have to stat stack crazy with a Stella if you've got a good M score. It's naturally going to be great. You think about BevCon? BevCon's fine, but again, you don't need Bev. I guess if you want to try to use the shield, I mean, you can, but again, the thing with the Stella is its research. That's what makes the Stella great against everything. Eclipse-wise. You just got to get it researched up. Got to get it researched up. That reminds me, I actually need to go grind Stella because I'm out of the little keys. I need more keys. Yeah, I did hear the Green Ranger pass. It was very sad. He passed earlier today, and he went to like every con in the world and was such a kind human being. It really sucks to hear that happened. Definitely loved him in Power Rangers, and he, like I said, he went to like every con. He met with everybody. Riker Bev Gala, Riker better tiered. You can run that, but hell, again, against the Clips, you don't even really need to. You don't even really need to. You just need everybody to get their Stellas leveled up. You want shares in InBev? I've never even heard of them, but I'm also not a beer guy. So I'm not a beer guy. The only thing that's changed, Skippy, is because I am no longer using the Augur. I'm using the Katinga. I have added Kirk to the Enterprise, and I moved and put Gorkon on the Katinga. But the same idea and strategy is there. Same idea and strategy is there. Usually run Kirk, Spock for Eclipse. Yeah, same. High level Cisco beats Khan and Armadas now, especially in those who have many players participating or have 0 damage. Well, that's true. Cisco's going to out crit and everything for you. But the problem with Cisco is not a lot of people have him. But I mean, yeah, it would be better to run like Cisco Kirk Spock just to increase your critical chance. But sadly, not a lot out there with Cisco. I mean, the sourcing for the DS9 officers has obviously been very stingy. You don't do Eclipse? Yeah, I do Duvall. I just don't do them enough. There's a difference. There's a difference. Like, I was going to do some tonight, but they're actually hunting enemies who are running Eclipse. So it's not a good night to run them. Not a good night to run them. I haven't run them since last week. And I need to, but that's one of the drawbacks about being in the #1 alliance. I mean, we've got 4 level 60s. I mean, most of the players in this alliance are all over level 50s. They don't need that anymore. So it's tough to get in. What about Outlaw officers versus Eclipse? No one seems to mention them. Are they that bad? It's not that the Eclipse officers are bad. I mean, they were like a staple go-to when it first came out. They're just not the best option. I mean, once you get that M score up, because the research for Outlaw is so strong for the Stella, once you get that research up, you just don't need them. But they're not bad. I mean, we used to run Eurydice and Mud and a few different combinations and have success. And there are a lot of people who will run a Leslie run against when they run solos on those Eclipse Armadas. They'll run Leslie just to forever live until they finally punch up really strong. So, have you thought in sneaking in X Armada during incursions? It's a good idea, and people have brought it up before, and I might try that the next run if people don't blow me up. If people don't blow me up. Yeah, once you're over 100 M score, it doesn't matter really what you're doing. And that's something that I've really tried to push everybody. Now, once you get to M score 80, you feel really comfortable doing just about anything, but right at M score 100, it really doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, tier 5 Yuri and Skinny Mud is a great run, but new officers have just kind of, yeah. And there we go. Finished it out. Recall. And finally, the Valdor went poof. It matters when you're supporting smallers. Again, pop. Doesn't happen where I'm at. M137 not bragging. Oh, you're bragging. It's okay, though. I'm not mad at you for bragging. I'm proud of you. You put in the work. You deserve love for that. What I do need is for Server 34 to stop putting in the work and let me have my freaking place. Stop trying to score. Leave it alone. I'll stop. Y'all quit. Quit it. Let me have it. Stupid server. Gold Dukat. Want him. Want him bad. Want him really bad. Want him bad, bad. They know it's you. Braxton, I mean, if they maybe end up spending more, that's fine. It's honestly a really jerk move if that's what they're doing. But it is what it is. I mean, I've got to do it for content. Scopely's not handing out epic officers. So, you know, I've got to do it for content. So if they make me spend more, then they make me spend more. It is what it is. Yeah, I've still got to do the Stella Piercing. I've got these down here. I did just get this to level 2, which is good for me. And then I need to get all these. Then I need to do road tactics. So I've got plenty to do. But like Stella Piercing is a real big one that I need to do. And I've got the Stella Particles for it. But what I really need is more research credits. So it's always something. Always something. I just scrapped. I've got more credits. But now I need those stinking things. How long do you think it will take you to have the rep to get your pylum? I don't know, man. I want to in December. January might be a safer bet. But right now I am 85 million away. I was 90 million like 2 days ago. So if I'm doing 2.5 million a day, about a month and a half. And I also still got to get the credits because I'm only at about 100,000 credits. Now I am still doing away teams, trying to pull one a day, but I want to shoot for December. More realistic is January. So 8 techs or that's not a bad strategy. The other way is to find another alliance of similar size and do a merge. That helps. How are you supposed to source Leslie shards? Less spending. Hate to say that. Less spending. And then you've got, didn't they add Leslie in here? Yeah, you got Leslie in the new epic chest that is terrible. The Elite Federation Recruit. He's in here. And this is terrible. I would never recommend anybody doing it, but I'm just showing you he's here. Would not recommend you doing this. But just showing you it's here. He's in the Elite Federation Recruit. Would not recommend. But he's in here. All right, so let's do another 5. We are 104 away from maxing out con. 104 away. Save up for primary credit yield, research credit, bottleneck goes away. I'm not a big fan of that prime. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just some of the other things I'd rather go after. For like 6 months, are they ever going to make those elite factories? It has not been 6 months. It only released a few months, like 3 months ago. It's not been that long. But supposedly it will get better at some point. I don't know when. I have no idea. It's not been that long. Exaggerations. Who do you do this? How about Leslie Moreau Nero? Not a big fan. Not a big fan, Gypsy. Not a big fan. Moreau does not work against Armadas. Nice borders. Pablo, I'll fight you. I'll fight you, Pablo. All right, guys. We have been gone almost 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I do want to say, hey, if you want to support, it's appreciated. Christmas is coming up. If you want to check that out, I'm going to put the donate link up. Not required, but appreciated. Content creators can't make it without your help. So PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Every $50 you donate on Cash App, we do actually give away merch here. So like, we don't ask you to buy the merch. We just give it away. So we give away t-shirts and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all being here. I will be live tomorrow. I do have a couple of doctor's appointments tomorrow, so I don't know if the videos will be late. I'll try to let y'all know. I'll try to keep y'all updated. But live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully all the appointments go well tomorrow. And I will see you with another video. Deuces.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.